Tyler Brickley wrote another greatest disc golf story ever told, and I watched it and I loved it, and I think everyone should see it and you're all gonna love it. Focus on the disc names dropped. Over 150 disc names in this one. Hope you enjoy it. All right guys, like and subscribe. See you at the next one. Peace.
Whoosh! Hey, did you guys see how we used the Santa hats to splice the videos together? Pretty genius, right? Hey Simon, for starters, you are a rock star, my friend. I really look up to you as a mentor, my sensei even. Honestly, my instinct is to refer to you as your majesty, but I won't use any methods that creepy to try and define the essence of our relationship. Just know with your content, man, you are a magician. But you're going to need to keep a steady focus because we're about to sail into a whale of a free tale that's laced with mayhem and lots of disc names that'll impact your soul. Crank up the volume, pull up a chariot, and tell your mamba you'll be late for dinner. The story's PD long. RHYNO. Oh, and if you're at work, better tell your boss you're going on Breaker Hellfire yet. So, once upon a time, there was an explorer duchess named Huia who is the envy of every maiden in the world. But she was kidnapped in a daring night strike mission by the ninjas of the outlaw king Anubis, the pharaoh of a faraway land called Kontiki. Anubis tried to enforce her to marry him, and I'm no saint, but trying to make a queen do what she doesn't want to voodoo is insanity, and that's the truth. But what that pig of an emperor didn't know is that one of his deputies was actually a wizard named DAEDALUS, who had seen the trespasses against Huia and was waiting for an opportunity to avenge her. DAEDALUS used a hex to fuse hydrogen atoms together, making a fireball that he struck the fortress with, causing an epic quake. The tremors shook the cell block, but this tactic wasn't enough, and he had to produce an extra bolt that made an aftershock to tear a rift in the cell walls, allowing him, Huia, and all the other felons to escape to the main courtyard. During this exodus and the ensuing squall, Huia's destiny was made manifest when she found a sword lying behind a crate in the heat of the battle. It had a giant diamond in the pommel, a jade tilt, and ruby runes on its katana-style blade so alien it must have fallen in a meteor shower, maybe sent to her out of mercy by some benevolent archangel. Maybe she just got lucky. To this day, the sword's origin remains a mystery. Huia picked it up and immediately felt a buzz through her entire core. A fierce surge of energy that she thought initially might destroy her and the warlock by proxy. But soon this tempest inside her became a pipeline to a flow of pure starfire, and she began to move with the rhythm and inertia of the ancient Valkyries. Her sword a deflector against the fiery darts of the archers on the walls, a deadly dagger of havoc against the shields of wave after wave of the enemy, until the slab around her was a river of blood. The dauntless DAEDALUS had proven a valuable cohort as well, taking on at least 100 challengers with a torrent of Firebird spells, spinning around Huia in their deadly relay of justice. The battle could not have been tenser, but it took a terrible turn when with just a flick of his scepter, Anubis gave the signal to his sheriff to fire their most powerful cannon right at the battle zone. As it was just a 10-meter crossfire, our heroes couldn't get away. They only had time to scream the word "Falk" and died. A swift death, but ultimately their supreme legacy would vanish into myth without a trace. The end. Hey, happy Vlogmas. I hope you guys enjoyed that story. You know, my mom used to force me to read it to my sisters on Sundays after worship, but don't be coy, okay? Share the link, and then maybe hang around to comment on your favorite part. I, on the other hand, have to go. I'm trading my Pathfinder in on a new Tesla, and I really have to pee too. So, M4 good buddies, don't be a stalker if you catch my drift. Deuces.